You see here, hi guys. Well, we're gonna have a storm, and I'm somewhere in the field, so I just hope that I'll get out of the rain. That's why I got the hat on. I'm not using it for the sun today, for the rain. Oh, a lot of things going on YouTube these days. But here's an answer. Yes, Virginia, there was a FAB. You know, I've been thinking about how I was going to come out with this vid for the last few days, last 2 days actually, and I've started differently. When I started in YouTube, one of the first people I had watched at the time was FAB, even then before Oz Pete, and the guy always used to make me laugh. He had his cronies, so to say. There was his family, the Titty Sisters, Sean Sheep. That was way back. They used to make us laugh. They did make us laugh. Funny things. Was he up in your face? Oh, boy. You bet he was. He wasn't called a fat Aussie bastard for nothing. I mean, that's the way he was. It's also the way that we all liked him, because he was no nonsense and fun. Was he bad? Sure he was. Was he mean? I wouldn't have said so. Is he human? Sure seems to be. No, I'm not going to throw any first stones. Definitely not. Every time we try and put somebody on a pedestal, eventually they fall off. FAB was very similar in a way to a televangelist, even though, I mean, I don't think he would ever want to be associated with religion in that respect. He had his FAB army. He could tell them what to do, and they went off and did it. And now, it seems that he made a few bad mistakes. Before saying, that everything was bad about FAB, I would say a large part of the people that I've met on YouTube, I have met in various degrees through FAB. I remember FAB making an appeal to go and send postcards to Jen Mama, 1955. A lady, he said, who was lonely and wanted to have some contact. That's how I met her. Via people that were sub to FAB, I ended up on Spooky University. Through Spooky University, I've met my best YouTube friends. I wouldn't be going to Missouri later on in about a month's time to see Tweetness and Dave if it had not been indirectly for FAB. I remember seeing YouTubers that we all know, I'm not going to name any names, at a party at the FAB ranch, given for a young lady, a young girl who had health problems, given in her honor. A lot of other things. Was he, so many things actually. I've been very affected by this, because, as many times, the people that we meet very often for the first times, anywhere, in my case, in this case, is YouTube, they're people that keep an indelible effect on you. And, I mean, as you know, rarely first impressions are always the right ones, but I always had the impression there was something more to FAB. I don't know what I'm calling FAB. To FAB. I mean, He's a complex person, as most of us are. And actually, having said that, it's proven so much. I mean, how people, I would even say, can change. Did he change? I think, you know, the inner core of everybody is not always very good. I met him once on Skype. It was a very, very short meeting. It was like after a party. So he was, you know, he'd been drinking. I remember him going into Alcoholics Anonymous even, trying to get away from actually a problem with booze. That didn't seem to work out. But the thing is that he was honest. He came online and told us about the problem. And a lot of us reacted very positively. Gonna kick a man when he's down? No. No, I won't. I know he's put an apology video. I haven't had time to see it. I just saw it mentioned on my app, on my iPhone. But I purposely wanted to make this video before seeing it. Do I wish him all the best? Of course I do. Of course I do. Do I wish that he goes and do the same stupid things over again? Of course not. If anything, I hope he learns. And the other thing as well is that the important thing to remember is that if a person does admit they've done wrong and that they're ready to do retribution with a sincere heart, there's no reason not to accept it. An apology can be mere words. Retribution can be enforced if it's sincere and it's true. Don't get me wrong, I don't condone anything and that the guy has done that we've heard about. I haven't listened to his vids actually for a while because I wasn't getting as much fun. I wasn't getting any fun sometimes out of them. Yeah. I saw a comment not too long ago from a YouTuber saying, I sure wish that the old YouTube days were there again. Well, so do I, because 5 years ago we were having a lot more fun on YouTube, and it was there in a large part to amuse us. But it seems that a lot of this is away now. Don't, and I'm talking to myself again, don't ever put people on pedestals. You can honor them, you can be happy to be associated with them. There are no heroes. They're only human beings. A few other people, I'm not going to mention them, but some YouTubers, one in particular that is almost revered, also had a checkered past, but came back and was loved. What about FAB? Let's see. But yeah, yes, Virginia. There was a FAB, and yes, Virginia, I hope there'll still be a FAB. One that we all love. Okay, it'll be DC signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.